Okay, we're just going to start again. So we're talking about Merrill Lynch and going into Merrill Lynch. And we said, Mr. Merrill Lynch, I just need you to answer one question for me. Right? I just need you to do this one thing for me, and I'll keep all my money here. Otherwise, I'm pulling it all out if you can't give me a good answer to this question. I need you to guarantee me that I will get an average rate of return of 8% on my money no matter what happens to the market. If we get a new president, we get an Ebola virus, something happens, I don't want to lose my shirt. So I need to make at least 8% average. Can you guarantee me that? What's Mr. Merrill Lynch going to say?
Right. He's going to say no.
He's going to say, get the hell out of my office.
Yeah.
What do you think we do for a living? Mm-hmm. You know? What do you think we do? I lost your picture. I don't know why. But that's okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So mutual fund companies make money, the brokers make money when you buy and when you sell. If you're indecisive and you want to keep selling and buying, they make money no matter what you do. Their job is to sell and, buy and help you buy and sell stocks, and they make money every time you do that. So what I tell the group of people with private lenders, raise your hand in this room. If we could give you a consistent rate of return of 10 to 15% on your money, who would want that? And then, of course, everybody raises their hand. Now, what if we didn't pay you for some reason? How would you like to be able to repossess something? How would you like to have some collateral? Who would like that?
Okay.
So what we're offering you is to keep some of your money on Wall Street, because Wall Street's a good place for some of your money. But some of your money should go on Main Street with safe investments with real estate security. If you want that, please see me at the end in the back of the room, and I will be happy to sit down with you for 15 minutes or so and give you some free information. Maybe not today. I'll set another time to come see you. And that's the little talk about CDs versus mutual funds versus private lending. Okay?
Yeah, you're right.
Now, get out of your head. Get out of your head, please. I want the 1,500. Okay? We're giving them 15%.
Aren't you glad you're not my advisor?
I think I would like to have you as a client. I will slowly change
I've had my advisor a long, long time.
All right. Well, I'm not trying to steal his business away or her business
away.
No.
Oh, no. I know. But I mean, that's what I do. I call them and I'm like, I come up with all this, crazy stuff, but it works.
There you go. That's all that matters. So let's say on the JV with the seller, we need to get like 4 or 5 of these people that will give you 10 grand. Now, I need to teach you, I'm going to send you a link, okay, from a company, and here's the URL. It's called Trust, T-R-U-S-T, and then etc.com.
Who are they?
I can't show you my screen, okay, because it won't work on your phone. But Trust ETC is called Equity Trust. Equity Trust is called a custodian. Now, a custodian is somebody who the IRS has approved to be for non-traditional investments. And that's how you can put a private loan in your IRA.
Oh, yeah. See, this is another whole discussion.
Yeah.
The whole, IRA thing.
Yeah, I'm going to teach you about private lending through IRAs. Okay?
Okay.
All right. I'm not going to do it on this phone call. I'm going to give you some information to read and then answer your questions. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
All right. But
and that's with it has to be a Roth IRA, right?
Nope. It can be a traditional. It can
Okay.
be, there's a couple different ways you can go. But I got to talk a little bit more about this custodian. This is what the custodian is going to do. You call him up and say, I have a new private lender for you. His name is this, his phone number is this. They're going to call him. They're going to say, where's your IRA now? Let's say it's at some IRA company like Fidelity.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say they have $300,000 at Fidelity. They're going to create a sell order, and the money is not going to be sent to the owner of the IRA. It's going to be sent to the custodian. And they're going to create a brand new IRA called a self-directed IRA.
Right.
This self-directed IRA is then going to have a promissory note, and the promissory note is going to create a loan between the IRA, not the owner. The IRA is going to lend the money to you, the real estate investor.
Okay.
All right? Now, that money is going to be wired to your account.
Okay.
And you're going to sign mortgage documents. They're going to put a lien against that house for that $10,000 that you need. Okay?
Okay, so they have a deed of trust against the
Yep.
property.
Right. As a protection in case you default.
Right.
And you're going to do the rehab. You're going to sell the house. You're going to pay the sales costs. You're going to pay back the loan against the house for the rehab costs, right? And the IRA is going to get their money back plus interest. And that's going to be paid out of escrow, and they're going to make that $375 tax-free if it's traditional. No, if it's Roth. If it's traditional, they're going to have to pay the tax when they withdraw it. But if it's a Roth, they've already paid the tax on that money. I won't go through Roth versus traditional right now, okay? Just keep it simple.
Okay.
They're going to get this money in their IRA. They're going to make $375 at a 15% annual rate of return. But they're only going to use it for 3 months. Okay? Lost your picture again. That's okay. All right. So, there you go. I can see it now. All right. So we're in good shape. All right. I think you've got the basics of the, I'm going to kind of review here. You have a probate executor or a probate attorney, and you go through this example with them, and they say, okay, let's do this. All right? And you fix up the house. We'll sell it to you on terms. You borrow the money from a private lender. You do the rehab. You resell it. And you pay back. You pay the sales costs. You pay the private lender back. You take your $10,000 profit. And everybody's happy. The executor gets $70,000 for the house or whatever, and everybody's happy.
Now, what if in an estate, what if like there are delinquent taxes or anything like that?
Well, you would have
on the house, like
you would have to get the profit. This is what I like about the JV with the seller. You can make whatever profit you want out of the house. You can guarantee your profit, right? So let's say that there's delinquent taxes of $3,000. I would go down. There'd be a tax lien against the house, right? Because there's delinquent taxes. When you go down to the title company, they're going to tell you what liens are against the house. Right?
Okay, even if it's just, say it's not a lien, like say they just haven't paid their taxes, but there's no...
There'll be a lien.
There's not a lien.
There'll be a lien.
Okay. Okay, so assuming then there's a lien. Then...
What you're trying to do is to make sure you don't miss anything. The title company will do a HUD-1 preliminary HUD-1 and let you know all the potential costs out of that deal. As long as you make your 10 grand and everything else is paid by the seller, you're happy, right?
Okay, right.
And you can put that in the
So
sales
then,
agreement. You can put that in the sales agreement too. You know, when you buy the house from them and resell it, it'll be in the JV. If there's anything missed, the seller needs to pay for it. Okay?
okay. And as far as the taxes, then it would be paid for, the taxes would be paid out of the seller's equity
Right.
when the house.
That's correct. That'll be part of the closing costs. The bottom line here is you're going to guarantee your profit. This is the problem with wholesaling, is you don't know what your profit's going to be till closing. You don't know how long it's going to take for holding costs. You just don't know. So when you do the double close, you buy it. What if the foundation's bad? You could lose your shirt on that deal. When you do the light rehab, you know that it's just minor stuff, and you're going to just do cosmetic work and resell it quickly. Your risk is a lot lower.
Yeah. Okay, I like that estate probate, granny's house that needs updating niche. I like that.
But, well, we can kind of specialize in that if you want. The lease option assignment, subject to and wraparound mortgage acquisition on pretty houses that need no work, we can do that too.
Yeah, and I like that too, because to me, some things are, like, in my mind, because, I do rehabs now, and the problem with them is that they take so much capital and so long to do, because I have huge rehabs. So my problem is, like, I might wait, like the house I live in I'm living in it because of, for capital gains, but it took a year to finish this house. It's huge.
Exactly.
The one I have going on is another, it's like going to be 8 months, and I need to set up a machine that has money coming in monthly.
Yep.
And then in addition to that, like, flips can be extra, or, these JV things, but I need to set up first, I feel like the monthly, like maybe it's the lease options,
Right. So why don't we have like 3 boxes that we work in? We do acquisitions with lease option assignments, subject to, and wraps. That's 1 box. Okay? The second box is going to be big rehabs that you're used to. And the third box will be the granny light rehab box. And what you may want to do is to have like 1 piece of paper on each one of those and put that on the wall. And those are the 3 things that you're going to work on, and nothing else.
What are your favorite things? I mean, I know lease options must be, but I mean, what works for you? What's your favorite thing? Or smartest and easiest way to make money?
It depends on your market. That's the first thing. Does that make sense? Every market's different. There's probably wholesalers in your market because it's a very desirable place to live. People want to live where you're at, right? Wake Forest? You'd agree with that? It's up there. As far as Eastern Carolina, you're about the only better place you could be is probably Cary, as far as a hot area, right?
Yeah. I think. Okay.
The Triangle.
Probably.
I don't know. I don't know where the hottest place is in your area, but I'm guessing. I don't live there. I just pay attention to appreciation rates and so forth. Days on the market will tell you how hot markets are. If the house moves quickly, then people really want to live there, right?
Right. That's exactly where I live.
Okay. Then you might have an equal to Cary. I don't know. So to get back to your question, I like to work with a pencil and not a hammer, or a pen and not a hammer. So if I can go in 10 hours, go make 10 grand, I'd rather do that than go spend a year of my life making 100 grand.
Yeah, absolutely.
That makes sense?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking of these 3 boxes for you. We have a no equity website for sellers. We have a classic wholesale website for sellers, and then we have a granny website, for probate. And I think your homework should be is getting some kind of a URL that would identify those 3 things. And I'll help you with that.
Okay.
I'll help you with that. Maybe not right this second, but just think about what you could call it Wake Forest Probate Solutions is the granny house.
Okay. Okay. So a different URL for each box.
Right.
Now let me ask you this: how do for probates?
Yep.
Because I know different in different areas as far as how you get like the probate list.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes it's public. I don't think here it is. Is that something that the yellow letters that Michael?
Mm-hmm.
I cited in my mind his name is Quarles, but does he have a list for that? Like,
yeah, he'll help you. He'll
Quarles.
help you with that. Yeah, that's cool. He'll help you with that. But there's nothing wrong with you getting in a nice summer dress, knocking on a probate attorney's office. Nothing wrong with that either.
Yeah.
And building a
You're right.
relationship with them and their legal secretary. And just say, I just need 10 minutes with my legal pad with you. We've got something awesome that's really going to help certain situations with your clients.
Okay.
And if you can win over the decision maker that sees this house first, right? He sees the assets first in court, right? And if he can pass that problem off to you quickly, and you're making a fee that's reasonable, you're not gouging anybody. You know what I mean? You are making a reasonable amount of money for solving a problem.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
I call that selling in bunches versus trying to get a list of individual houses that you have to win over every single executor. Well, if the probate attorney tells the executor, look, go to this company, they'll help fix the house up and resell it for you, and you don't have to worry about it. Isn't that cool?
Yeah. That and the realtors too.
Yeah.
You know.
A lot of realtors aren't going to like you making 10 grand because they're only making 25% of 6 grand. They're not going to like that. But who cares?
I know. Well, you know what? It's better than nothing.
It's better than the We Buy Houses solution, is what it is.
Okay.
And they have a nice product to sell. And they get their commission.
Yeah. Yeah, they still get their commission. I mean, what do they care? And it's going to be on a higher ARV than if it was, sold as an as-is. Or so, I mean.
It's like selling, instead of a Ford Fiesta, they're selling a Toyota Camry. A lot of people are going to want it.
Yeah, you're right.
A lot of people are going to want
right.
it. It'll sell by itself. Okay, I've got something in a few minutes. Do you have any questions?
Okay. No, I'm good. So my homework, I need to think about the URLs, and I have to look for neighborhoods in the median / up to 400 range.
You got it.
Okay. All right, cool. I'll do that.
And set another time for Monday or Tuesday next week.
And then okay, because I have all that negotiation training done too, so we can maybe role play on.
We will do more role playing. I think you're once we do more and more role playing and tape them, Stace, you're going to be more and more confident. And also, there's one other thing you got to keep in mind. If you have trouble with the seller and the seller's on the fence and you feel like you almost have them, I can talk to the seller for you. I can close it for you. Just don't send me something that hasn't been attempted first. Do your best and then pass it to me if you're having trouble. Okay?
All right. Sounds good.
All
right. Thank you very much.
You have a super good weekend. Okay? And you're going to be one of my
too.
best students. I know you are.
Oh, I hope so.
I know.
Your lips to God's ears, so.
I'm very confident in you already, so don't worry about it.
Thank you very much. Thanks for your time, and then I'll talk to you Monday or Tuesday.
You got it. I'll see you soon. All right.
All right. Have a good weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.